There is something I want to say to you before we begin today, and I need you to really hear it. Your body is not a problem to be solved. It is not something to be hidden, minimized, or apologized for. It isn't something you need to camouflage behind layers of shapeless fabric or disappear inside oversized clothing that swallows everything beautiful about you. Your body is something to be understood, honored, and dressed with the kind of intelligence and intention that makes every single room you walk into stop and take notice. Welcome to Golden Ebony Lifestyle. This is your space, a community built for Black women over 50 who dress with purpose, live with confidence, and refuse to be anything less than the extraordinary women they already are. Today we are talking about silhouette. What it is, how to identify yours, and most importantly, how to dress it in a way that looks and feels genuinely magnificent. Stay with me from beginning to end, because every section of this video builds directly on the last. By the time we are finished, you will look at your wardrobe and your body with completely new eyes. First, what your silhouette actually is. Your silhouette is the outline of your body, the shape it creates when you stand in a room. It is the visual impression your figure makes before anyone registers the details of your outfit. And understanding your silhouette is the single most important piece of style knowledge you can possess, because when your clothing works with your silhouette rather than against it, everything changes. The goal of dressing your silhouette well is not to create the illusion of a different body. That is old thinking, and it does not belong in this space. The goal is to dress the body you have today in a way that feels balanced, intentional, and deeply flattering. There is a significant difference between those two approaches, and the women who truly understand style have always known it. Now let us talk about the most common silhouettes and exactly how to dress each one beautifully. The hourglass silhouette. If your shoulders and hips are roughly the same width and your waist is noticeably narrower, you have an hourglass silhouette. This is one of the most naturally balanced body shapes, and the goal when dressing it is simply this: define the waist. Always. The biggest mistake women with an hourglass silhouette make after 50 is hiding it, reaching for boxy, shapeless pieces that cover the waist entirely and erase the very proportion that makes their figure so striking. The pieces that serve you best are wrap dresses and wrap-style blouses that follow the natural curve of your body. Belted coats and structured blazers cinched at the waist. High-waisted wide-leg trousers, paired with a tucked-in blouse. Fitted midi skirts in fluid fabrics that skim rather than cling. Here is a complete look built specifically for the hourglass silhouette. A rich emerald wrap blouse in fluid crepe, cinched naturally at the waist, paired with high-waisted wide-leg trousers in deep chocolate brown, finished with cognac block-heeled sandals and layered gold necklaces. That wrap defines your waist. Those wide-leg trousers balance your hips. The result is a woman whose figure looks intentional, balanced, and absolutely commanding. What to avoid? Boxy oversized tops that sit at the hip and erase your waist. Shapeless shift dresses that hang straight from shoulder to hem. Elasticated waistbands that add bulk rather than definition. The apple silhouette. If you carry more fullness through the midsection, and your shoulders are broader relative to your hips, you have what is often called an apple silhouette. The pieces that serve the apple silhouette best create a visual vertical line that elongates the body and draws the eye up and down rather than across. V-neck and open necklines are your greatest allies. They draw the eye upward toward your face immediately. Fluid A-line silhouettes that skim the midsection without clinging. Monochromatic outfits in deep, rich tones that create an unbroken vertical line from shoulder to hem. Structured blazers worn open that frame the body without adding width. Dark, well-fitted wide-leg trousers that elongate the leg beautifully. Here is your power look. A deep V-neck blouse in rich cobalt blue, fluid and relaxed through the body, paired with high-waisted wide-leg trousers in matching cobalt for a monochromatic effect, finished with nude pointed toe heels and gold statement earrings. That V-neck takes the eye straight to your face. The monochromatic palette creates a long unbroken line. The wide-leg trouser elongates the leg. You look taller, more commanding, and completely put together. What to avoid? Anything that cinches tightly at the natural waist. Horizontal stripes across the midsection. Cropped tops that end at the fullest part of the stomach. Stiff structured fabrics that add volume where you do not want it. The pear silhouette. If your hips and thighs are fuller than your shoulders and bust, you have a pear silhouette. And the goal when dressing a pear silhouette beautifully is balance. Specifically, adding visual interest and presence to the upper body to create harmony with the lower half. This does not mean drawing attention away from your hips. It means bringing your shoulders and neckline into beautiful balance with them. The pieces that serve you best are open, statement necklines that add presence to the upper body, boat necks, wide scoop necks, and elegant off-shoulder styles, structured blazers and jackets with gentle shoulder definition, tops in richer, bolder tones paired with darker bottoms, align midi skirts that skim over the hips gracefully, wide-leg trousers in dark tones that elongate and balance the lower half. Here is a stunning look for the pair silhouette. A warm caramel-structured blazer with gentle shoulder definition worn over a rich burgundy scoop neck blouse, paired with wide-leg dark chocolate trousers and cognac block-heeled sandals. Gold chandelier earrings add further presence at the neckline. The blazer balances the shoulder. The dark trousers elongate the hip. The rich tones celebrate your deep skin tone magnificently. What to avoid? Tops that are too narrow or too small through the shoulder, that make the upper body appear even smaller in contrast to the hip. Very full skirts that add significant volume around the hip. Light-colored bottoms paired with dark tops that draw the eye downward. The rectangle silhouette. If your shoulders, waist, and hips are roughly the same width with little natural curve definition, you have a rectangle silhouette. And this is one of the most elegant and versatile shapes to dress, because you have the freedom to create curves and definition exactly where you choose. The goal when dressing a rectangle silhouette is to create the suggestion of a waist and add dimension to the overall look. The pieces that serve you best are wrap styles that create a waist, peplum tops and blouses that flare gently at the hip, belted outfits that define the midsection, full midi skirts that add volume at the hip, layered looks that create depth and dimension, textured and printed fabrics that add visual interest. Here is your look. A soft ivory peplum blouse with a gentle flare at the hip, paired with a flowing chocolate brown midi skirt with a delicate print, a thin gold belt at the waist, and cognac-heeled sandals. The peplum creates hip. The belt defines the waist. The midi skirt adds beautiful movement and dimension. The result is a figure that looks curved, elegant, and deeply intentional. What to avoid? Very straight, boxy pieces from shoulder to hem that emphasize the linear silhouette rather than adding definition. Outfits with no waist definition whatsoever. Very stiff structured fabrics that add bulk without shape. The inverted triangle silhouette. If your shoulders are broader than your hips, you have an inverted triangle silhouette. This is an incredibly powerful and striking figure, and the goal when dressing it is to balance the strong shoulder line by adding visual volume and presence to the lower half of the body. The pieces that serve you best are wide-leg trousers and full midi skirts that add beautiful volume at the hip and thigh. Aligned silhouettes that flare gently from the waist. V-necks and soft open necklines that soften the shoulder line, avoiding strong horizontal lines across the shoulder such as boat necks or heavily structured shoulder seams. Here is your complete look. A soft deep plum V-neck blouse in fluid silk, relaxed through the shoulder and body, tucked into a full aligned midi skirt in warm caramel, with cognac block-heeled sandals and layered gold necklaces. The V-neck softens the shoulder. The full A-line skirt adds beautiful volume at the hip. The result is a perfectly balanced, deeply elegant silhouette. What to avoid? Strong structured shoulder seams that add further width at the top. Narrow pencil skirts that emphasize the narrowness of the hip in contrast to the shoulder. Very fitted tops with no softness through the shoulder area. The universal rules that flatter every silhouette. Before we close, I want to give you 3 rules that apply to every single silhouette we have discussed today. These are the non-negotiables of dressing well over 50 regardless of your shape. Rule 1. Fabric is everything. The right silhouette and the wrong fabric will never look the way it should. Always choose fabrics that move with your body. Fluid crepe, silk blends, quality linen, and soft jersey will always serve you better than stiff synthetic fabrics that fight your figure. Rule 2. Fit is non-negotiable. Nothing you own should be pulling, gaping, bunching, or restricting. If it does not fit beautifully right now, it is not serving you right now. A tailor is one of the most powerful style investments any woman over 50 can make. Rule 3. Confidence is the final layer. You can dress your silhouette perfectly and still walk into a room unseen if you are not wearing the most important thing of all. The quiet, unshakable certainty that you belong exactly where you are. That certainty is what Golden Ebony Lifestyle has always been about. Closing. You have spent enough time dressing against your body. Starting today, you dress with it, you honor it, you celebrate it, and you walk into every room knowing that the woman inside the outfit is the most powerful thing about it. Go to your wardrobe this week and try one look from the silhouette section that applies to you. Just 1. Stand in front of that mirror and tell me you do not feel the difference. Leave a comment below and tell me your silhouette type and which look you are going to try first. I read every single comment on this channel and I want to hear from you. If this video gave you something valuable today, please like it and share it with a woman in your life who needs to hear this. And if you are not yet part of our community, subscribe and stay with us. We are building something truly beautiful here together. You are a golden ebony woman. Dress like it. I will see you in the next one. Stay elegant, stay powerful, stay you.